Hope you're all good. We're going to take a little look back at last year's Spartan Race Sprint from Ireland, the series event that was on the Sunday. We got some great footage from that race because Thomas Blanc came over and took a video of the Super on the Saturday and then the sprint race on the Sunday. And this was one of the fastest races that I've ever been a part of. So we're going to cut to YouTube now and we're going to have a little look through at the event. Enjoy. So yeah, from the start line, you can see the race is absolutely stacked. You've got pretty much quite a lot of the big names in the UK. Jack, co-host from OC Audio, takes an early lead, closely followed by Tom and then myself. And I think Jesse's there as well. So yeah, this field was stacked on the day. There's a very close-up shot of me from behind. Thanks for that, Thomas. So yeah, it was a fast start on the concrete straight out, and then we went through this little bit into the A-frame, I believe. So there's Jesse in his UK shorts, very classy Jesse. So there's Dan Corner. So yeah, A-frame pretty much. You can see they like to leave the net quite loose on this one. I'm still not 100% sure why, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to climb down. I think if you can see, I'm on the far side. We've got a few different techniques. Quite a lot of people are launching themselves over. I lost a little bit of time coming down there, but gaining it up now. You've got James Burton out there in front with Tom. I'm just coming over the wall. And Anthony, French racer as well, came to the UK circuit last year. Jason. So yeah, it was A-frame, then over into the 4-foot walls. This part of the track's pretty just windy, nothing too crazy, but it is fairly flat. The whole island course is extremely flat. You're not really going to get much elevation on my more favourite courses. So you got the over under through. It's James Burton making quick work of that. So this sand part it looks like we're going really slow here, but I'll tell you that was probably 5:30, 5:40 mile kind of pace. It looks like we're dawdling. But yeah, there's Tom leading, I'm in second, Dan's in third. I think you can see another Mudstickle machine, Jason, just coming into shot down there. So yeah, they put this barbed wire crawl on a hill. So you were crawling kind of uphill. It was pretty brutal. Yeah, Jason's made up a lot of ground there on the barbed wire, which was paramount later in the race. Yeah, it's making a little bit of hard work for everybody just going uphill. You can't really do the roll technique as well. Kind of have to just duck, crawl, duck, crawl. Yeah, everybody's making quick work of it. There was Scott Itty. There I am coming in behind Dan and Tom. So as this was last year, we're still doing burpees at this obstacle. Obviously now, once we get to the obstacle, don't have to do burpees. It is just carry there, come back. So yeah, kind of as we got further onto this race, you can see that there's pretty much a group of about 4 of us. We kind of broke away, had about 30 seconds to a minute lead on the other group, which is Jack and James. So there was Dan, Tom, myself, and Jason. So these guys were leading at the moment. Me and Jason were just in the second 2 behind Thomas, who is on the camera. So yeah, into the rings. I can't remember, but because this was a sprint course, we didn't have Twister or any of the kind of more challenging obstacles. You had monkey bars, you had rings. From this, I think we went into a carry. And this is probably my one look back on the race. When we go into this carry is where I should have made a bit more of a concerted effort to push forwards. As it goes through this, we'll look at how we got on in the carries. I actually haven't watched this video back since probably a couple of weeks after the race when Thomas put the video out, or whenever he put it out. But yeah, you can see there was kind of like a group of 4 then, and there was another group kind of led by Jack. But yeah, as it comes round, probably going to see, there's Jesse, there's Scott. So we'll get a little bit further. So yeah, here is the group of 4 that are leading. So right here, or pretty much round about here, I was kind of thinking, oh, I'm quite good. Just going to hold in with the pack. And I see there Jason makes a bit of a move and Dan makes a move as well. I really should have copied Dan and just got myself to the front. It doesn't really make much of a huge difference, but later on you went into this kind of boggy area, which you can just see over in the background. I had myself in third there, but really should have made myself a little bit closer or next to Dan. So you can see now you're going into like the grass boggy area. And yeah, you're basically just jumping into these little pools of water. And I just think if I'd been in the front, it might have been slightly easier. Because as you can see, when you get in there, you're either having to call round somebody, kind of wait for someone. You see Tom there stopping a little bit, trying to get a bit of purchase to climb up. Dan's obviously leading the way, so he can kind of, yeah, he slipped there a little bit, and Tom had to wait, Jason had to wait, and then I'm bringing up the 4th position in this one because I've lost a little bit of ground. Yeah, lost a little bit more there, and just wish I'd maybe pushed a bit harder on the bag, give myself a bit more space, but kind of made it back up after this. It was a bit more flat running and managed to catch up with those guys. So yeah, this bit kind of levels out, and then you're going across the field into another few sets of obstacles. And then you're entering kind of the stadium as the last little bit of the island race. Now, personally, I really love this course. I think it's one of the best courses that we've got in the UK. It just offers something completely different. It is all about kind of raw speed. You can't make a mistake on any obstacles. You literally have to just go 100% and see what you can do from there. So yeah, you can see here Dan's made quite a gap on people. I think him and Tom kind of pulled away. That is a lucky spear. So yeah, Tom's in second here. And he missed his spear, which actually made a huge difference. There's Jason, who's just pulled ahead of me, holding it very weirdly by the looks of it, but lands a solid spear. There I am. When I came in, I kind of saw that somebody was doing burpees. I wasn't really paying much attention. I just really wanted to land the spear, and I managed to. Thomas missed that. So yeah, after this, Dan had a bit of a bigger gap because obviously Tom had missed his spear. So he was basically just had to get this hoist up, and he'd won the race. You can see just there over his shoulder where I'd come into the stadium. See, watching this back now, there's loads of stuff that I'd kind of missed. I forgot that he put his foot through the fence. I didn't even remember that. But yeah, he had plenty of time. You can see me and Jason are on the other side, basically battling out for second place. Coming into this race, I had a bit of a poor performance, as did Jason in the first series race. So this was huge for both of us. So yeah, Dan won quite comfortably in the end. It would have probably been a lot closer if Tom hadn't missed the spear, obviously. So there's Jason, just put me on the hoist. Just had a little bit right at the end of the race, but I'm very happy with coming third. Give me some huge points. And there's Tom and Jack and James just battling out for 4th, 5th, and 6th. I think Jack managed to take this one and get much needed valuable points in the series race last year. Pretty big for him. There's Tom coming down. I think he just beats James. It was a pretty good run from both of them as well. Oh, That was close. So there's a look back at last year's sprint race from Ireland. It was super fast. Finish times in around 28 minutes 30, 28:40, something crazy rapid, but it was an epic race. Thanks for looking back at it with me. And don't forget to check out Thomas Blanc's YouTube. He has got some great race footage from other Spartan races in and around Europe. I'll tag that here so you can go check his stuff out. And hopefully see you on the start line of the Ireland virtual race this weekend. Aroo!